If they lived, their seeds would be crossbred and genetically changed again to make the next generation even better. I listened as the wind whistled and sand rattled against the plastic. No, I told myself, I did not hear what I thought I was hearing. Movement in the corn leaves, just out of sight, like the noise of dozens of creatures slipping away among the stalks of bamboo corn. I swiveled the robot body, scanning around me. Only the silent, tall, green stems surrounded me like prison bars. Then I saw a darting movement, but it came and went so quickly that I told myself it was just my imagination. Aliens, I told myself firmly, do not exist. I pushed forward, wondering if those non-existent creatures were about to attack me. My GPS chirped, loudly. I would have jumped if I hadn't been on wheels. It chirped louder and louder, telling me I was getting close to Nielsen. Suddenly I came to broken plants, pushed over and sideways, as if a man had crashed into them at a full run. I swerved and followed the crooked path. It was easy to see footprints in the soil where the weight of the man's feet had crushed the wide leaves at the base of the stems. I rolled forward. It was like tracking an animal that had run in complete panic, not caring what had hit as it fled. As I followed a twisting path through the bamboo corn, I had no choice but to believe something I did not want to believe. Someone, or something, had chased Timothy Nielsen. Impossible, I told myself again. This was Mars. The scientists claimed there was nothing alive on this planet that could hurt us, and aliens simply did not exist. I scanned in all directions, but the bamboo corn made it impossible to see beyond the reach of my titanium arms. I switched to infrared vision, which let me see heat instead of light. The green outlines of the stems and leaves against the pink light of the sky disappeared. In infrared vision, I saw a blur of warm orange, the plants, standing on a deeper, brighter orange, the warmer, sun-soaked soil, surrounded by a very light orange color, the cooler air. Beyond the warm orange of the plants, I tried to sense the red shapes of living creatures. Then I told myself I was dumb. Even if aliens did exist, which I knew was impossible, why should I expect them to have the same kind of body heat as humans? The chirping of the GPS guided me ahead. I rushed as quickly as I could. Seconds later, my infrared located the red outline of a spacesuit that was bleeding body heat. Timothy Nielsen. "Are you all right?" I asked in my deep robot voice. No answer. I switched back to normal vision and focused on the white fabric of his spacesuit. He was lying on his stomach, his legs twisted beneath him where he had fallen in the middle of the bamboo corn. His space helmet was hidden by the leaves that had fallen on top of him. I scooped him into my arms, grateful for the strength of titanium limbs. Without hesitation, I wheeled back toward the dome. I now had 6 minutes and 25 seconds to get Timothy Nielsen to medical help. If he was still alive, if I wasn't attacked by whatever had attacked him. Because if I could trust my eyes, it looked like teeth and claws had ripped the holes in his spacesuit. Chapter 2. "How is he?" I asked Rawling. Of anyone under the dome, he was my best friend. He was a mixture of father and buddy and teacher. I've always said I could ask him about anything, and I knew he'd treat my question with respect and honesty. I was now disconnected from my robot body and back in my wheelchair, trapped by my useless legs. I sat in front of Rawling's desk in his new director's office. "All Nielsen's vital signs are fine," Rawling said in answer to my question. "The med techs tell me he's in a coma. He landed hard on his head and gave himself a concussion. If he comes out of it..." He stopped himself and sighed. "When he comes out of it, they expect he won't suffer any permanent brain damage from lack of oxygen. It looks like you got him back in time." "Good," I said. Rawling studied me with curiosity on his face. "All right, Tyce Sanders," he finally said after watching me. "I want to hear all of it." I should have known he'd figure out I'd kept something secret. Best friend or not, Rawling knew me almost better than anyone else, including my own father, whom I only saw every 3 years. "How did you guess?" I asked. "It wasn't a